Let me just say that the basic, non-critical, casual moviegoer side of me really enjoyed The Accountant. I can see this movie going the way of director Gavin O'Connor's Warrior, which had a notable difference in audience and critical reception. Where critics liked that movie and audiences loved it, I expect critics to be indifferent to this film and audiences to like it. This flick's trailers were well done, and if they caught your interest, this thing might be worth checking out, as everything promised there is pretty well delivered. Tonally, this movie exists in a nice place where it can be taken seriously but also have fun little moments where the quirks of Wolf's condition are exploited. In this way, it feels a little like a project Affleck might have directed, and it's easy to see why he was attracted to the project. In some ways, this flick feels like a sensationalized biopic of somebody who never existed. It explores a troubled childhood and the overcoming of an odd condition. This isn't a positive or a negative, just an observation. With a character that has crippling autism that also makes him into some kind of metahuman, there's some unique fun to be had, and I feel like that's captured here. The character's cold confidence and abilities make him a charismatic lead despite his issues, although I wish they'd found a way to challenge him to overcome more. Also, Cynthia Addai-Robinson and J.K. Simmons' storyline has very little impact on the core story. It provides some context to it, but is of no consequence, and thus comes off forced and almost purposeless. A reveal occurs near the conclusion that is almost eye-roll worthy, as are some of the flashback bits. The climax is undermotivated, in that we understand Wolf's psychological need to do what he does, but the emotional motivation is cliche and not exactly convincing. It's an excuse for Ben Affleck to kick some ass. If that's what you want, this movie's got it. There was a surprising amount of laughter in the theater I watched this in, some of which I don't know if was intended, then again some of it clearly was. In most ways, this flick is inoffensive, but fails to dazzle. Ben Affleck is good but not great, the action is decent, the story is okay, the camera work is fine. To give a higher rating, I want a little more out of a movie. Still, The Accountant is harmless entertainment worthy of a strong 6 out of 10.